We get a lot of questions about street driving FSR pistons. Here's do's and don'ts that typically work for customers well. So if you're daily driving the truck, you go through a lot of heat cycles and the steel ring land tends to loosen up in the piston over time with lots of heat cycles. So we have to use an alloy that grows a significant amount as the piston warms up. So aluminum alloy pushes against the steel ring land and collapses a little bit every time it goes through a heat cycle. And when I say heat cycle, I don't mean a combustion cycle, but I mean the engine warming up all the way and cooling down all the way. So if you're driving your truck and you're driving it to work and back home from work, that's 2 heat cycles a day. If you take it to lunch, it's probably 3. Those are the problems that we see with those pistons. Now, if it's a weekend warrior or a truck that's going chasing the ODSS racing or anything like that, those guys typically don't have any problems. They put quite a lot of miles on them and don't have trouble because they're gonna start it, drive it to the racetrack. It's probably not even going to go through a heat cycle that whole weekend because it's going to stay hot the whole weekend. Or they're going to start it, drive it to Florida. Like I've got guys that do that with FSR pistons without problems. But the guy that daily drives it is the one that has the problem. The first one we saw those issues with was the Levon's quad cab, and he drove it every day, took customers for rides every day, and put about 30,000 miles on it, and the steel ring lanes were loose in the pistons when we took it apart. So that's why we advise people to not daily drive them.
Yeah.